See what he was doing? He was listening to see if anybody was in the room, if I was here. So if the USB 3.0 is damaged, yeah. See, you got a big problem if this thing is damaged. Big problem out in this proprietary, and it's not very friendly. The USB, and it's not as fast as Thunderbolt. So I'm trying to get a ubiquitous card or slot. Multiple terabyte data storage that's a lot lighter than that. You don't want to have to carry that around, especially if you got anything sensitive. You don't want to have to carry that around going through airports and all that. It's shocking that this wasn't taken out. It's a shock. Yeah, I know they really regret that they didn't take it and seize it. Yeah, they really regret. It's not anything implicating, but it's really implicating them of what I've been put through. I've been made really, really, really miserable. Yeah, really miserable by this program that can decide what you have and what you can't have. And I have recent examples of it. Not only old, recent examples of things and relationships that have been usurped or taken from me on the basis of suspicion. Yeah. It's not even reasonable suspicion. Whereas other people were extremists, inclined with dual American and other nationality or dual British citizens and others, they were not targeted like this. They didn't go through half of the shit that I've been put through because their skin was of a lighter hue. They were a different ethnicity. They were not Negroid. Ethnicity, they're not black, so it's okay. I can do the Zohar prayer now too before I go out. This is one thing I'm trying to do, establish my prayer regularly. Yeah, even though I'm all alone, I have no help. What they call Akimo Salah. And I want to see if it makes a difference in my life. Yeah, alone, celibate, no longer considered a threat, and totally what they would call spaded and neutered, totally emasculated. Now, no possibility of relationships, no nothing. So this should make the people happy. Now my detractors. So this here, which is why I want to reduce the technology dependence, is a charger unique and proprietary to this old Nova phone, a Nokia phone, which is called this is not a smartphone, which contains messages of when I initially came here, and it's always busy. And where you, brother, in the calls until the people get to know you that you're a poor wretch or a beggar, which some people find it disgusting. Yeah, revolting, just like you want to throw up. Some people feel that type of revolting towards somebody who has begged or that's inclined to begging. Yeah, they feel a revulsion towards that as if it's actually gross. So that's proprietary with a European end only to that. This is USB to American. Right? The only one that I have, American to European converter, is this, and it broke off. It was a good one too, and I've been struggling to find another one, which may cost me at least 500 or 1,000 kroner. So this is USB to American. I only have one USB cable, which is called USB to micro B cable. USB to micro B cable. I only have one. So I can only charge one device at a time. And then I have only one USB to Apple iPad cable. And that's it. I don't have any other cable. This is a converter, British to European, of which an old charger was given to me by Imam Mansour. Old Nokia, whatever charger, which was British to micro B. Very weak. It was very weak. Very weak, man. Very weak. So this is British. So I took a photograph of 3 different systems. British, American, and European. No ubiquitous power sourcing and charging, and which is the better of the 3. It's crazy, man. Crazy. No global structure because they don't want a one world government, one unified world type. They don't, you know. Can you imagine something like that? They don't even want that. You might find this even in Russia. The same thing. European, Asian countries, maybe Asian also. It might be like that, or it might be, or Asian might be like that, like British. I'm not sure. I forget. I gotta take a picture and ask what plug system do they use in Singapore. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, to see, and then that'll tell me um, the the influence of the former colonial countries, how they still influence industry and private sector. So this is all trash, food related trash. I gotta throw away. This is the food that I have left. This I'm not sure. I don't know what it means or what it says. I'm not sure if I can eat it or not. Misha is a Russian. Misha, I think, is responsible for this house. I'm gonna ask him what that means. I think this room is being paid for. My bed is being paid for by the Ahmadiyya. That's why they don't give me anything, and they give me these hard, these stony looks because I think they are thinking if he knew what we were doing for him, so that he is not getting arrested. The Ahmadiyya, which Muslims consider to be non-Muslims, they call them kafir. The Ahmadiyya leadership here is thinking if Adam knew what we are doing for him to protect him from police activity or law enforcement or counterintelligence, if he only knew, he doesn't know, and look how he behaves. Yeah, he behaves. He's not really warm enough. He's still acting recalcitrant or reserved or retracted or not introverted only. He withdrawn. Adam Jarrell still being withdrawn. He doesn't know what we're really doing for him. They might be paying for this bed out, the Ahmadiyya, so that they don't live in the street. Yeah, with a directive exactly from the Emir, what they call the Khalifa of the Ahmadiyya movement, who did an investigation on me and found out that I'm associated with terrorism and criminal conspiracy against me for international terrorism. Yes, somebody went that far. But I felt a woman. She came into the library yesterday, the Hiskoli Eastlands library. She was a white woman. She didn't talk to anybody. She opened up her laptop, sat briefly at a table, didn't do much, necessitated where she could have did it in any cafe, and then left. But I felt a lot of hostility from this woman. She wouldn't stare at me. A lot of hostility from this woman. A lot of hostility. Like a seething type of anger. And I think that has something to do with my son's mother, Megan Harrison, in Canada. And that I was able to lay down with a woman, make love with her, and like I'm a creature or something, a nigger, escaped nigger, made her pregnant and then left, which wasn't my intention. And people would scream at me and say, it's never your fucking intention. You fucking doing wrong. No, what they do is they coordinate stuff behind the scenes to make me look like a nincompoop, like an idiot, like a fool. And I don't know this stuff is being coordinated in the background. They coordinated with fellow Muslims who are Muslims on the surface of identity, but underneath they are collaborators with a detractor structure or system that does not like Muslims. They are collaborating with it, but collaborating secretly with it. People don't know that these imams or these community leaders are working with these type of bodies and organizations under the name of security. And they're doing it, and even if they have to ruin your life, it's okay. It's a palpable casualty. It's fine. And anybody associated, you're irrelevant anyway. This is what they deem, especially if you are of Negroid ancestry, Afro ethnicity, you're irrelevant. You're irrelevant anyway. You don't matter. Yeah, who's gonna care about some black? You're not Otto Warmbier. You are not Otto Warmbier. How do you think of yourself being human and important? You're unimportant. Otto Warmbier was important. You're not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So stuff for a lot out here, man. Stuff for a lot, man. I ask Allah to rain down punishment on those people, man. I should supposed to say, may Allah give them hidayat. You know. So that's why, like I said, there are people which the Amir, the Khalifa of the Ahmadiyya movement, said in his khutbah yesterday, may Allah relieve those people accused, or something that, of such and such a thing. It was a point that he mentioned, accused or believed or deemed to be associated with wrong that they're not. Something like that, but meaning in secret you're accused. You don't know it publicly. You're not charged or anything, but secretly you're charged. A'udhu billah min dhalik.